Please welcome your 2025 San Francisco 49ers!
Carolina sideline. Here's a look at head coach Dave Canales. They've been playing some of their best football, winning 8 of their last 10 games. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the 49ers. His side also occupying playoff position, so might be a rematch we see play out. Punter Thomas Morstead has the ball teed up. King Scott and Brock Hewitt up in the booth. And we're underway here in Santa Clara. Stopped on the run back of the 27. And now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And bringing them out someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's one of the game's elite, the game's most important position. He really is a spectacle anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On second down, it's Hubbard. He won't be able to get past the line very quickly, Brock. They're going to be facing third down to begin this ball game.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Third and long for him here. Caught quickly on the slant. He needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On 4th down, Panthers going to turn to Sam Martin to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive.
At their own 12-yard line.
And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game from the jump.
Looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win.
It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw here. Gets him on the out route. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, approaching that 30-yard line. Kick the running back in motion.
26-yard line.
Motioning him from the slot right. Throw here on first. Hauled in by George Kittle.
The pass. Complete.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Now again, McCaffrey. Now that's all with the offense side. They're sticking for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Tackled back at the
And some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Throw, third and long. That's the first down, and he's still going. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love
Well, the pressure really got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. For the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10.
Second and 10.
Going play action. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
From the contact.
Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that pass through contact. You couldn't do it. I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
They send out Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
On the return, this is ETN. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Panthers headed back out on offense as we get a look at their receiver. And so far, with a chunk of the season gone, you can see he's been the league's most productive receiver in terms of yardage. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Completed over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Complete to number 87. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Second and 3 now. He's got a man left.
That's good.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First down. Finds him over the middle. This one's going a long way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
A loss of a yard.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Here he goes, third and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So that brings up fourth and long. Sam Martin on again now to punt it away. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. San Francisco headed out for its second possession of the game. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock. A safety, really the only concern if they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. On the ground, begin the drive. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain gain of 2.
In truth, Kate, I felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, they're not going to back down here on second down as well.
And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. We're at the end of one in a defensive showdown that has lived up to its billing thus far. We've got the 49ers in front. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got 3rd and 8. To the air on 3rd and long. He's a quick hitter. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
It's 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Thomas Morstead.
4th down, looks like 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead and out of punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Punt meets him at the 28. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he's brought down as the drive starts out the 4-yard gain. First down run, now it's in 5, now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
No play action. Thrown towards running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking in the air here. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They get 13 on the pickup, and it'll give the Panthers a first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Connects on the crosser. The stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
A gain of 41 yards on the play. That's another Panthers first down.
Goes the wrong way. He's going to lose several here. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. It's Hubbard again. This defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. He gets him halfway there with a 3-yard gain. They'll need 3 more on 3rd and goal.
3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
They're going to try and throw it here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 2nd quarter lead.
Touchdown.
Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead.
7, 49ers 3.
Now Fitzgerald on the hand of the kickoff.
Kickoff for Carolina.
His return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
49ers back on offense and set to take over. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Now off the play action. Defender 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Takes the hand up. Now to throw. Offense holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
9 on the play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Incomplete.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He's got this at the 27. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past the 140. The Panthers offense and Tenorello McMillan headed out there now. They're already on a modest little winning streak here. Currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he'll make his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they went after offensively to get this drive moving.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Dumps it underneath. Hubbard. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
A gain of 10
An
yards.
even 10 yards on the play.
That's good for
And that'll be good for a
Panthers.
Carolina first.
Down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Panthers.
He brings it in. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Second down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing it. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful.
Is 3rd
And it's the Panthers looking at 3rd and 4. He's going to throw this one. He's got him. That's McMillan. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
2nd and 10, back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. And this
Air it out on 3rd.
is 3rd down.
He has the first over the
It's a
middle.
gain of
And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
Panthers, 1st down.
They gain 14 on the
First
play.
and 10 at the
And it'll give the
12-yard
Panthers
line.
a 1st down. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Hubbard on the give. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
Warner in on the
Now
tackle.
Carolina's going to take a timeout.
8
That's its
yards on the
2nd.
pickup brings
And they
up
still have one in their
2nd and
pocket
2.
for what's left of
At
this
the
half.
49ers 4-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Hey, we're going to do this.
He'll look to throw. The man's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers grow their lead just before halftime. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Ryan Fitzgerald.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers drive their lead to 11.
14. 49ers 3.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
To kick off for Carolina.
He fields it from the 8. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The 49er offense headed out now late in the half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They're probably going to try to get this into field goal range, trying to trim that lead. Working now from the gun. That's complete to the rookie out of Alabama. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 40-yard line.
He's got it over the middle. And they'll look to stop him at the 46-yard line. San Francisco calls it second timeout.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll send their tight end right. They're going to throw out of the gun. He's got it. He'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. Hits him on the out route. He's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. They're setting down for him at the 38.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They are throwing it again. It's his running back. And he nearly gets him another first down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
Complete to Christian
McCaffrey. Left to go on 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Sticking to the air here. Big man showing up the yards. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal. But there's some hurry-up offense here.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. The season is going by at lightning pace. Week 12 has arrived. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving. Let's get into it. Our trip around the league starts now. In the Motor City, the Lions at home to take on the visiting New York Giants. And this is the Giants quarterback, a 21-yard touchdown pass. The Giants had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. There you see the rest of the scores from Week 12, with Denver, the Chargers, Miami, and Washington all getting late-season byes. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
To kick off for Carolina.
Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10.
The 49ers offense ready to get to work to begin this third quarter. It's a 14-3 ball game as they take over following the score. San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. Start the second half here again quickly. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Falcons isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. This defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
Makes it third down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. Inside, and that's secured by Kittle. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback.
20-yard line.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. First down, play action. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
The pass.
For the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Talk to me. What you got?
He's going to throw it. Finds a man, right side.
The 2nd down pass.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. Got his man. This is McMillan. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
22 yards.
They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To Hubbard. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
It's a loss.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. McMillan on the slant. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. It's not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Pass play coming here. And that's one for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. And this just gets past the 20 before going out. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Watch the ship.
Gun snap. Throw. Completed to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense to the line. This is 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Pass play now.
23-yard line.
Going out, complete. And he's going to be put first down up near that 40-yard line. First down now,
It's a
ball at
gain
the
of
39-yard
16
line.
yards. And the 49er first down.
Here's a throw. Caught on his back, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Complete to
After a good
Christian
pickup, they've got
McCaffrey.
2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard
Low
line.
throw off the play fake. Fits it through the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He splits down inside the 35-yard line.
First
Big
down.
play, 23 yards to move those
First and 10
chains.
at the 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They stick with McCaffrey. And he's got 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Dropping back to throw. Drop this down to McCaffrey underneath.
Complete
Eighth
to
play of the
Christian
drive now. They
McCaffrey.
need 2 to keep it going.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
On the counter, McCaffrey. And he is well clear of that marker. That Alfred's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. And the 49er first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Putting a receiver in motion. First down, and they go right back to it. Some defensive initiative in that goal-to-go block. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Needing 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Forced to the ground and incomplete.
Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has it on the slant. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So now, massive moment coming up for the 49ers as they go for 2.
49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late.
The score, Panthers 14, 49ers 11.
Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. Get yourself ready. Defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
The Carolina offense headed out now. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So Reed, they'll give it to Hubbard. He cuts it right. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17. Big touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
First down. A gain of 47.
That's a play to the receiver coming across. Not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Setting up to throw. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers make it a 9-point advantage.
Touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers make it a 10-point ball game.
21. 49ers 11.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
To kick off for Carolina.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard
Here come the
line.
49ers on offense. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Trying to throw this from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And someone steps in. It's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
We see quarterbacks in this league love targeting their slot guys so often. They get plenty of chances defensively to take one the other way. Nice to see him come through with that one. And what a great read to get in position for that pick.
Dave Canales getting his Panthers out there for their next drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Down the play, Hubbard. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Has it in close. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd
down here. Need 8 on the play. Third and long. They're going to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the 49ers have some new life in the fourth.
I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitance for Costa. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Now out comes the San Francisco offense. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's got it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Looking quickly, trying to get set again.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
The keeper. He's brought down.
Looking quickly here.
Yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Work against the blitz. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
George Kittle. Incomplete.
No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And that takes them to 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
In a 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. They connect for the first.
It's a gain of 21
This is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
In the red zone now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Alex Anzalone with the pick. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
This is such a back-and-forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, boy, you just feel like you're killing your team right now. Got to protect the football.
The Panther offense headed out to the field. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Hubbard gets it to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first.
At the 43-yard line.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down. Hubbard trying this up the gut. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Carolina in punt formation. And they could really use a good one here. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. The 49ers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half.
Check nickel.
The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Offense in the hurry up
47-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They send the tight end in motion. Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this one does not go far. Looking quickly here.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd
Takes the
and
hands
4.
off. Now to throw. That's caught for the first.
It's a gain of 18.
And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers down by 10. No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he takes it across midfield and it's into Panthers territory.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Panthers'
Going in
46
again here. And that's probably the last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. We have seen this happen before, partner. 3 interceptions in a row. Maybe some of the quarterbacks who've done it. Not going to mention any names, but man, not a list that he wanted to join.
Yeah, he probably stopped throwing the ball. Like, stop throwing the ball. Did I say that out loud?
That was out loud. Yeah. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And as that defense comes off the field clean, making the stop, Brock, they've got to feel that they're just moments away from this victory.
Yeah, the odds would tell you that. Certainly a 2-possession lead this late ought to do it, but crazy things happen in this league every week. So don't go taking that jersey off until your offense hopefully runs out the clock.
Enough to take it in on 2nd down. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.